Grooming, sleeping, eating, stalking, hunting, playing. In no particular order, that's a cat's life. And those good petting sessions, don't forget the petting session. In a 24-hour period, cats spend around 30%, sometimes up to 50% of that time just grooming. So while the sessions aren't constant, they are rather intense, not to mention time consuming. Basic hygiene makes up the vast majority of grooming, staying clean, but cats also groom as a way to ease itchy and sometimes painful skin. In this material, we're dedicating some time to the groom. I'll take you through it, what it all means, and when to be concerned if grooming becomes much more than just standard hygiene. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Licking of the fur, biting of the fur and the skin. Felines groom, at least at the surface level, for the same reason we shower each day, to stay clean, stay fresh, and maintain a healthy appearance. Grooming helps your cat to get rid of loose fur, eliminate those negative odors, keep the fur shiny, and stay cool during those hot weather months. There's never really a bad time for grooming. This is why healthy felines dedicate so much time to the task. And if you've ever seen your cat groom, well, task it is. Hey, it's hard work reaching all of those bright spots, let's say, but it's a job that has to be done. And most cats, they really don't need a reason to clean themselves. It's fair to say that most of us are, however, familiar with the post-meal groom. That certainly qualifies as a reason. That moment when your cat walks away from the food bowl, licks the paw, and then brushes the face repeatedly. You can bank on that one. If a cat eats, a bathing session will soon follow. Another reason why cats groom so much is because of a body in motion. A body in motion that is covered in fur. Contact is bound to be made, especially in the great outdoors, and because cats are constantly touching things, most any break in the action requires a touch-up. Even something like rolling around on your clean living room carpet. Once your cat stands up, it's time to clean. You'd think it would become annoying, but hey, it's just part of the journey when it comes to being a cat. Now that we've covered the basics, the standard practices, the daily reasons for grooming, what are some of the more unexpected reasons? What are some of the potential reasons of concern? The first alarm is of a medical nature. Even healthy cats that groom numerous times a day, if grooming becomes all the more frequent, there could be something wrong. If you look at your cat and it seems like they're always in clean mode, be mindful of your cat's overall behavior. All of that licking could be an effort to reduce pain or treat a wound. One of the most notable examples of relief grooming is due to fleas. If your cat is under attack and the flea problem is out of control, your pet will be reduced to a perpetual state of grooming as a means to relieve the pain and discomfort, not to mention annoyance, from each and every bite. Fleas crawling around and biting your cat. That's painful, but it's also very stressful. If the situation is not properly treated, grooming could result in serious skin damage and the absence of fur in the most affected locations. It's not uncommon for cats to remove large chunks of fur as a means to provide some degree of relief. And speaking of aggressive grooming, skin damage, and the removal of large chunks of fur, felines that are stressed from fleas or otherwise can also display a similar behavior. If your cat is anxious, fearful, and is struggling to deal with changes in the environment, obsessive grooming could be performed as an attempted coping mechanism. Licking and grooming of this nature is obviously abnormal and very unhealthy. Grooming that produces large chunks of fur and bald patches on the skin should never be ignored. Whether the culprit is stress, fleas, or some type of skin condition, grooming that results in self-harm is a major red flag. If you're concerned that your cat's constant grooming has become just that, a vet visit should be in order, especially if you're noticing what could be described as obvious fur loss and skin damage. If bald patches are prominent, this must be addressed by a professional. In terms of a cause, I noted fleas, stress, and in some cases both, but the situation can run much deeper. Your cat could have a skin allergy, a food allergy, worms, or other type of infection. Once your pet is properly diagnosed, then proper treatment can be administered. Overgrooming is also a sign of hyperthyroidism or another illness that promotes pain. So much of this issue will involve a process of elimination, just as much as it will coming to an honest conclusion. Before I close things out, I want to note that fur loss and what it can mean with respect to a choking hazard. Even healthy felines that engage in standard grooming can become susceptible to fur balls. This is why, regardless of your cat's condition, it's important to help your pet with the grooming process at least once or twice per week. With the use of combs and a fur glove, you can keep your cat looking good while also actively removing loose fur that could pose a health threat to your pet. On a personal note, and I've mentioned this a few times in the past, but one of my cats a few years ago tragically died due to his inability to cough up a fur ball after he consumed it. While it's true that you can never be too careful, what you can do is be very proactive. Do everything you can to remove loose fur. This is especially true if your frequent groomer is a long-haired feline. But with respect to today's core topic, cats groom for the same reason that you wake up and take a shower each morning. It's all about looking good and feeling good, the quest to maintain positive health, and it's not uncommon for young adult felines to spend half the day just bathing away. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, this is where you come in. Is your cat a frequent groomer, perhaps more frequent compared to the other cats in your home? During your time as an owner, has frequent grooming taken place as a means to cope with a health concern, stress, allergy, even fleas? If you have a story to share concerning your cat's grooming habits, please let me know in the comments section below. And with respect to loose fur, what tools do you use? A comb? Fur glove? Do you assist your pet with grooming so that loose fur won't become a choking hazard? If you have some positive tips to share, please let everyone know, because what you have to offer could help others who are in need of advice. Community helping the community. That's what we're all about here at Senior Cat Wellness. The comments section, as always, it's all yours. If you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and as always, I will talk to you later.